Hooker's going to throw it. That is incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Hooker. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Throw caught by Raymond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Madison running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Quickly to Addison here. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Lions 7, Vikings 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Cousins here going to change the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point gain. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
2nd and 12.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Setting up to screen. This is Gibbs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now 3rd down and 7.
79 Broncos. Hurt. 70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
Okay,
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Freeze! Ready, ready!
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. That's on the former first-rounder Taylor Decker.
Go!
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Ready?
Hooker. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go!
Hooker now, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Gun! Leave it, bring up 48!
They'll throw again. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Cousins to throw it. This is Hamler on the receiving end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's the Wonder. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Cousins on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Hooker. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Hooker on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Hooker's going to throw it. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Detroit.
Ready?
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Hooker to throw it. Throw caught by Raymond. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Hooker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Montgomery back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down by D.J. Wanham.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go check, go check.
Looking to throw, Hooker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Khalif Raymond from 19 yards away. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Vikings 6. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Their own 13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A first down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Nwangu. And shedding through the tackle. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the give, here's McBride. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago. Trust me.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts? Passing versus running on two-point conversion. Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing. Hooker. The Vikings after him, and loss of 4. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's McBride. Powerful running. What an effort. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They go play action. Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. And now a run with McBride. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Straight ahead, here's the Longer. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now 2nd and 9.
Tackle up, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hooker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Hooker. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 70 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run here with McBride, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McBride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cousins now. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Cousins to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one seemed going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Hooker. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Lions.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Throwing here is Hooker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Hooker to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 1st and 10, Hooker. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Minnesota,